It seems like every other day something strange is found in Antarctica. Those who have spent countless hours looking at the icy continent have said it's home to various anomalies. The most recent one found by amateur researchers is this one. However, the strange thing about this discovery is that it's massive. The anomaly shows what looks like a giant circle, and as always there hasn't been a shortage of theories that have been put forward to try and explain this thing. Those who look into these types of discoveries are of the idea that something is happening in Antarctica, and these types of discoveries only back up their ideas that officials are hiding something from us. Some have said that there's a high military presence in Antarctica, and have questioned why they're there. After all, we've been told our whole lives that nothing is going on down there, yet every other week strange discoveries are made. One person suggested that these circular features may not actually be there, and that it could have been placed on top of something in order to hide it. They said that similar things have been found on Google Earth before, and secret locations across our planets normally get blurred out. They noted though that normally the lines that blur out these things are rectangle in shape, so it's odd to see one that's circular. Whatever this thing is though, it's one of the biggest discoveries to have been made in Antarctica. It's so big that it's even visible from space. When measurements were done using Google Earth's measuring tool, it came in at 14,883 meters. That's 9.2 miles or 14.8 kilometers. As of right now, amateur researchers are saying this is the biggest discovery that's been made in Antarctica. When these types of finds get shared, the majority of people think that something is happening underneath the structure itself, and these are placed here in order to stop the public from seeing. I showed a few people this image who look into these types of anomalies, and this was their response. This thing is huge. I know Google Earth does sometimes have glitches, but I don't think this is what we're looking at. My guess is that something is going on in this region of Antarctica, and they don't want people looking in on what they're doing. There's been cases where people have found strange things, then a few days later they disappear from Google Earth. We know they have the ability to place and hide things from the app, so I'm predicting that whatever this thing is, it will disappear within a few days. As of right now, we can only speculate as to what this thing is, and what's underneath it." End quote. Or this person said the following: "I don't really know what to make of this image. Normally when we find these anomalies they are small and are very difficult to find. However, this one really stands out. You hardly have to zoom in to see it. I personally believe that governments have discovered UFOs and other ancient structures in Antarctica, so perhaps something new was found underneath this circular structure." End quote. Some researchers have said that various countries are aware of these objects, and that certain places on our planet are a hotspot for these crafts. UFO researchers have said that Antarctica is one place that's of particular interest, and it's one of the reasons why there's various government buildings scattered across the continent. Many stories have come from this region, detailing that not only are these objects particularly interested in Antarctica, but some have even been caught by satellites, proving to some that these unidentified flying objects have been visiting this area for years. This has caused various people to search through Google Earth in the hopes of finding something, and in some cases people are able to make some interesting finds. Fueling their beliefs are the alleged pyramids that can be found scattered across the icy continent. Not only does the size of these alleged mountains display the proportions of a perfect pyramid, but some have claimed they're even bigger than the pyramids found in Egypt. According to some, this could very well mean that the continent of Antarctica is home to one of the last surviving remnants of an ancient advanced civilization, vastly predating the existence of the human race. Although many would dispel the notion that intelligent life exists elsewhere in our galaxy, there are a number of theorist groups that not only believe that alien life is here, but that such extraterrestrials have already established vast research bases on our planet, for the sole purpose of studying the human race like a pack of lab mice. Officials deny this and have said these are mere baseless theories, but as fairly pointed out by amateur researchers, it's not like they've been honest and open with the general public, as history has shown us that they've carried out various experiments on the general public, and the majority of these were actually done without people's knowledge. Over the years, information on a few of these have been released through declassified networks, but as mentioned before, these are only the ones we know about, and for every one we're aware of, it's likely there's dozens we'll never know about. So when officials say these things aren't happening, are they really the most trustworthy? This is one of the reasons why amateur researchers have carried on with their research in these areas, and say that it's not hard to find evidence in this remote location. Although some theorists think they've struck gold and have possibly found evidence of something otherworldly, others have hit back these claims and suggest that what people are finding has nothing to do with UFOs. What these people suggest is that these are everyday objects, and likely come from their surroundings. For example, one of the most common things that gets put forward is that what people are seeing is shadows, or part of a mountain that is broken off. As of right now though, UFO researchers have said they will continue their research in the area, in the hopes of finding more anomalies, and say that although some of these discoveries have been explained as everyday things like snow and ice, there are some that definitely don't fit in that category. So what do you make of this new discovery made in Antarctica? What do you think it is? And do you believe the theory that this circular feature was placed here in order to hide something? Be sure to leave your questions and answers in the comment section below, and help us to grow this community while working to solve these unexplained mysteries. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.